In this guitar lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play Bob Marley's Waiting in Vain. Now, this is a wonderful song with some lovely lyrics, and it's also a good way to learn to play major seventh chords because there are a couple of those featured prominently in the song. I'll show you the chords, I'll show you a basic strumming pattern, and then I'll teach you some cool percussive slap effects that you can add to that strumming pattern. But we'll start with the chords, put a capo on the first fret of your guitar to follow along. Throughout the chorus and the verse of this song, you're going to alternate between G major 7 and C major 7. Starting with G major 7. I don't wanna wait in, then going to C major 7, vain for your love. Back to G major 7, I don't wanna wait in, C major 7, vain for your love. And you're just going to continue that alternation throughout the chorus and the verse. From the very first time I rest my eyes on you, girl, my heart said follow through. But I know now that I'm way down on your line, but the way you feel is fine. Okay, now there are some different chords in the bridge to the song, and I'll show you those in a moment. But first, let's have a slightly closer look at those two major seventh chords. Alright, I'm going to show you how to play that G major 7 chord and C major 7 chord. Now, if you already know how to play these chords, just skip this part of the video and go on to the next part where I show you the chords to the bridge. But if you don't, then let me show you how to finger these two chords. Now, for the G major 7, you're going to start by putting your middle ring and little fingers into what I call an A minor shape, similar to an A minor, okay? And that A minor shape is going to be at the 3rd fret. So to do that, put your middle finger here on the 2nd string 3rd fret, put your ring finger on the 4th string 4th fret, and tuck your little finger in just below the ring finger on the 3rd string 4th fret. That gives you your A minor shape there at the 3rd fret. And to complete the chord, all you've got to do is take your index finger, your pointer, and just loop it round a bit so it's sitting on the 6th string 3rd fret, just there. And that's your G major 7 chord. Now, a couple of things are worth pointing out. The 5th string is open, but what I'm doing is I'm flattening my index finger, my pointer a little bit so that it's muffling or damping that 5th string because it's not part of the chord. Okay, so we don't want that 5th string to sound. Now the top string is also open, and strictly speaking that's not part of the chord either, but I quite like the sound of it in this chord, so I tend to leave it and let it ring out. Now that's actually the note of E relative to the capo, so in fact, strictly speaking, what I'm playing here is a G major 7 with an added 6th, because an E is the 6th of a G chord. Okay, so that's the G major 7 voicing I'm using. There is an alternative voicing, which is like this. That's pretty simple to achieve if you want to play it that way. If you take a standard G chord and then remove your little finger, and instead put your pointer, your index finger on the top string 2nd fret there, and that is the other voicing for G major 7. Now that's not my favourite voicing for this song, I'd use this one, okay? Now when it comes to the C major 7, that's pretty straightforward. To get to that chord, the easiest way to explain it is take a standard C chord, so ring finger on the 5th string 3rd fret, middle finger on the 4th string 2nd fret, and index or pointer on the 2nd string 1st fret, and just remove your pointer, remove your index finger so that 2nd string's open. That's your C major 7 chord right there. Now you can play that like this, also sounds very nice, but for this song I'd go for this voicing of C major 7. Alright, so those are your major 7th chords that you're going to use, and next I'm going to show you the chords to the bridge. The bridge of Waiting in Vain, that's the Summaries Here and I'm Still Waiting There section. That uses 4 different chords: C major, D major, B minor 7, and then A minor 7. And you're going to cycle through those 4 chords twice, like this. Summer is here, I'm still waiting there. Winter is here, and I'm still waiting there. Then after that, we're back into either an instrumental section or a verse. It doesn't matter because you can use the same 2 chords you always use in the rest of the song: G major 7 and C major 7. It's been 3 years since I'm knocking on your door, and I still can knock some more. Okay, next we'll talk about a strumming pattern you can use to play the song with a pick. Now, Waiting in Vain is originally a reggae song, so obviously the rhythm of it is going to be very important. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a strumming pattern you can use to play it with a pick. And once we've established that basic strumming pattern, I'm going to show you how you can add some percussive slaps to it, which will make it sound really quite cool. So let me start by demonstrating the basic strumming pattern to you. Okay, let's break that basic strumming pattern down then. That basic strumming pattern is down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. I'll do that once more for you. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. You're going to play it once on the G major 7 and then change to the C major 7 and play it once there, and then just keep on alternating through playing one pattern on the G major 7 and then one pattern on the C major 7 and then back to the G major 7 and back to the C major 7 and just keep going. Now, there are a couple of secrets to making this strumming pattern sound nice. The first one is hold your pick loosely between your thumb and your index finger, your pointer, because you want a nice relaxed touch on this. Don't hit the strings too hard, okay? Now the other secret to it is when you play the downstrokes, aim for the bass strings, mainly strings 6, 5, 4. When you play the upstrokes, aim for the treble strings. The top strings, strings 1, 2 and 3. So that will give you this effect. So remember, bass strings on the downstrokes, treble strings on the upstrokes. Okay, I'm going to invite you to practice that strumming pattern with me now. We're going to alternate between the G major 7 and the C major 7 with one strumming pattern on each chord. We'll play through them a couple of times. I'll give you a count of 4 and then we'll come in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to show you how to add some percussive slaps to that basic strumming pattern, which is going to make it sound pretty groovy. Let me demonstrate for you first and then I'll show you how to do it. Here's the demo. Okay, so you can divide that basic strumming pattern into 3 segments. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. So the first segment is down, down, up, down. The second segment is also down, down, up, down. And the last segment is just down, up, down. Now, you're going to put the slap on the last down in each of those 3 segments. So it will sound like this. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. Now let's look a little bit more closely at that slap technique there. Let's look at what I'm doing. Okay, let's look at how to make that slappy percussive sound. And it's going to sound like this. Okay. Now, when I'm making that percussive sound, I'm actually damping both with my left hand and also with my right hand too. So let's take those one at a time. With the left hand, what I'm doing is I'm first of all just flattening my index finger, my pointer, so that it's laying lightly across all of the strings without pressing down. And with my other 3 fingers, I'm just releasing the pressure. I'm keeping them in situ. But I'm releasing the pressure so that they are just sitting on top of the strings, not pressing down, but damping. So that's damping all the strings there. But I'm also simultaneously damping with my right hand. I'm taking this part of my right hand and I'm putting it, just laying it on the strings just here, just next to the bridge, like that. So as my pick comes down, I'm placing my right hand on the strings there, okay? Like that. If I just damp with my left hand, I get a slightly different tone. With my right hand as well, a little bit of a higher tone. Now the reason that I want to damp with my left hand as well though is we're going to bring our hand back up, because remember our pattern is down, down, up, down, and we're damping on the last down, 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 up, down. Now our next proper stroke is going to be another down for the beginning of the second section, the second down, down, up, down. But to get there, clearly we've got to bring our hand back up so that it's ready to go down again, right? On the way back up, to get the, as part of this percussive effect, we're going to hit the top strings, which your left hand will be damping, right? So we have this. That effect. Down, down, up, down, up. All right? And if we speed that up, we're going to get this. Now you're going to do the same thing when you come to the C major 7 chord, okay, with 1 or 2 slight variations. Let me show you. So what am I doing differently there? Well, in terms of the damping, again, I'm damping on the left hand and the right hand. I'm using the middle finger here, mainly laying that across the strings, and the ring finger obviously is damping the 5th string there. But the middle finger is quite important. So that's giving me a lot of that left hand damping. The other difference there is that on the C major 7, one thing I quite like doing is hammering on with my middle finger on the very first down of the pattern. Okay, So hammering that middle finger onto the 4th string. 2nd fret there relative to the capo, so you get this. Okay, and that gives you an idea of how you achieve that percussive slap effect. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified of all the future videos that I release. And also, please join as a member. It's cheap to do that. It supports the channel and you get early access to all of my guitar lessons too.